Hello friends, welcome to SahuStudies. In this video, I am going to discuss how combine key function works in PySpark. So what is combine function? Combine key combined by key is a transformation function. It performs transformation on the pair IDD. So this is very important. So whenever we are going to do any kind of a transformation with the help of a combined by key function, it will only work on the pair IDD. As it is a transformational function, so and it is like wider transformation function, so it required a shuffle operation. But the good things about combined by key is that it requires shuffle operation at the last stage. That's why this is very performance optimized function. Whenever we are going to do any kind of a aggregate function on top of we can say on top of the partition which is created by each key which is present in a RDD. So it is a generic function to combine elements of the each key using the custom sets of aggregate function. So this is a very generic function. You can do any kind of aggregate function if you want to perform on the key which is present in a set of records. The one of the main objective of the combined key function is the transformation, which we have already discussed, and it transforms the pair RDD. So this is the key, and this is the value of the pair RDD, and it returns the pair RDD in the form of key and the value. So key is the key on which the partition is happening. Okay, and the C is the result of the aggregation. So which kind of aggregation we have done on top of the partition which is created by this key, the C value is the output of that aggregation. Aggregation could be sum, count, mean, max, etc. So whenever we are going to use the combine by key function, no, it takes three arguments. That is very important. One is create combiner. So this function initializes the accumulator of the each key. This is the merge value. This update the accumulator with the new value. And this is the merge combiner. This function merges two accumulator for the same key. So let's understand one by one. So this create combiner, what it will going to do, it will initialize a value. So most of the time the value we are going to initialize with 1 or 0 for each key, right? So it will initialize the combiner. When Spark will find another value, so what it will going to do, it will update the accumulator with the new value. And this one, the third function, what it will do, it will merge the two accumulator of the same key. So here we are updating the accumulator, and here what we are doing, we are merging the two accumulator with the same value. This is the combine key function, the output. It will going to combine the key and it will do aggregate function. Here the key is IT, operation, management and marketing, and this is the data set. And here the values are we are just doing the addition. So addition IT has 5. So because each key value is 1, that's why it is coming as 5. This is the sum of all the value which is present in the operation key. This is the sum of all the value which is present in the management key, and this is all the value which is present in the marketing key. Okay, so here we are going to do exercise to just see how the combine by key function works in PySpark. So this is the data, right? This is nothing but a list which contains the required data. So the required data are in the form of key and value. With the help of a parallelize function, I am going to create a RDD object by passing this list as an argument. So all the data which is present in this list now available in this RDD. Now on top of this RDD, I am going to call this combine by key function. So as I mentioned previously that it will going to take three function. How I am creating this function? I am creating this function with the help of a lambda keyword. This is the first one. It will going to initialize the value. This is the create combiner function. This is the merge value, and this is the combine accumulator function. So this function generally we give whenever we are going to use combine by key function on top of any RDD. Once we are going to collect and print it, so what collect will do? This is the RDD. Collect will uh, convert this RDD into an array, and with the help of this print, we are printing the array. So what it will going to do? It will say, so this is the first key. This is the sum of the value, and this is the number of elements which is present in this partition. This is the IT key. This is the total sum, and this is the number of records which is present in this partition. Same for management and same for marketing. So let's do this exercise in Databricks. Let me create a notebook. Name the notebook as combined by key function. To do this exercise, we need to have some data. So I have already created this data in the form of list. Let me copy it and let me paste here. Right? So this list variable has been created successfully, and this has the required data in the form of key and value. Now let's create a RDD. How the RDD we are going to create? On the spark.spark context.parallelize method, and in the parallelize method we are passing the object which contains data. So let's pass this variable. Okay, this RDD has been created successfully. Now let's use the combine by key function to do the aggregate function. And the aggregate which we are doing here a sum aggregate. So let's create a RDD. Let's call the RDD on top of this. This is the RDD which we have created here, and I am just calling the combine by key function. This combine key by function will going to take three functions. So let's create with the help of a lambda. It will going to take one parameter, that is 80 value, and it will return 80 value plus 1. This is the first function. This is the second one. This is the create combiner. So we have initialized the combiner. Now let's create a function for the merge values. It will going to take two parameter x and AP value. And what it will going to return? It will going to take first position, the value which is present in the X, then it will add AP value which is present at the first position, and then we are saying that take the value which is present in these are the zeroth position. So I was talking the first position. So this is the zeroth position and this is the first position, and we are just implementing plus 1 here, adding plus 1 here. Okay, so this function ends here, this function ends here. Now this is the third function. Third function is for what purpose? It will going to merge the accumulator. So let me create with the help of a lambda. Here it is taking two parameter x and y, and what it will going to do? It will return x which is present at the zeroth position plus y which is present at the zeroth position, and it will going to take value which is present at the first position, and it will add the value which is present on the first position of the y. Let's run it. So this has been created successfully. Let's print this, the data which is present in this RDD. Collect, run it. So there are some mistakes which I have made. Let's see where the. Okay, now let's run this command. So I am calling this combined by key function on top of the RDD which we have created here, and this is the three function which I am passing as a parameter. The first function is the create initialize the combiner. This is merge the value, and this is merge the combiner, which we have discussed in detail in our introduction section of this video. Now let's run it. This already gets created. Now let's see which type of value it has. Dot collect. We can see, so this is the key, and this is the sum, and this is the number of record which is present in this the partition based on this key. This is for IT, and this is for management, and this is for the marketing. We can see here. So this is talk about this is the operation, right? We can see here the operation has 8 records. So these are the 8 records are present. So this combined by key will going to combine the value based on the partition. It create the partition based on this each unique value, or we can say each key which is present in the RDD, and it here what it takes the value and it's added where it is adding it is adding here, and this is the number of records which is present in this operation partition. Same for IT. This is the total sum of the value. This is the number of records which is present in this partition. In the management, this is the number sum of the value which is present in this management partition, and this is the number of records which is present in this management partition. or we can say this management key. For the marketing key, this is the sum of the values, and this is the number of records which is present in this. This is the 4 records are present which has the marketing as a key. So in this video, we have seen how we can use the combine by key function to perform any kind of aggregation. Here, I have shown you that we can use the combine by key function to do a aggregation, that is sum. Let's go to the PPT. Thank you. If you like content of my video, then please subscribe my channel, like it, comment on it, and press the bell icon to get notification whenever I add videos.